Hello, everybody over at Shnayim Yomi. Rabbi Yaakov Moskowitz here. It's been such an incredible journey going through Parashat Shemot together with you over the course of this week. I want to thank the Shnayim Yomi team for giving me this opportunity to be able to share these thoughts with you. I'm truly honored. And as well, I want to thank all of you for joining in, for listening, for staying on top of the Shnayim Mikra, especially every single day. It's really such a tremendous chizuk to see that people are so dedicated to the Parsha, to the daily Aliyah, to get it, to understand Hashem's Torah, and may we all be zocha to continue strengthening ourselves in this beautiful mitzvah of Shnayim Mikra. We all know that when it comes to our relationships, being empathetic towards another individual, really feeling for what it is that they're experiencing is such an important thing. Yet, how do we get there? How do we build up that midah of empathy towards other people? And earlier on in the Parsha, the Pasuk tells us that when Moshe Rabbeinu went out of the palace, Vayar b'sivlosam, he saw the pain of the Jewish people. He had noticed in particular this one Jew being beaten by a Mitzri. And Rashi points out that it doesn't just mean that he saw, like with his eyes, just he physically saw. It means so much more than that. Rashi says that he was nasan eina v'libo lios meitzar aleim. That means that he focused his eyes and he focused his heart to feel the pain of the Jewish people during that time. And my Rosh Yeshiva of Henoch Leibowitz, pointed out that, if anybody who saw the atrocities of what was taking place in Mitzrayim, wouldn't they naturally be empathetic towards what was happening? I mean, why did he have to stop and focus in on what was going on? I mean, look at what was happening. We all know what was taking place. Jewish babies were being murdered. The Jewish people were working crazy hours, excruciating pain, building cities like Pison and Ramses that ultimately the buildings would fall. The Egyptians would send them out into the wilderness to go collect wild animals and bring them back. And so many people died in the process. We've all learned how difficult and painful the sheep in Mitzrayim was. So isn't it natural to feel empathy when you see this happening? Especially for somebody like Moshe Rabbeinu, who was the ultimate sensitive person. That's why he was selected to be the leader of Klal Yisrael, because of his care and concern and love for other people. And my Rosh Yeshiva answered so beautifully. Yeah, of course, when Moshe Rabbeinu saw what was happening, he felt for the Jewish people. But if a person really wants to feel at the highest of levels, if a person really wants to be empathetic towards what's going on, it's not enough to just physically see with your eyes what's happening. A person has to stop what they're doing and zero in and focus on what's happening and really think about it, internalize it, talk to yourself, say, whoa, look at what this person is going through. And in turn, then a person will really feel the empathy on the highest of levels. And that's what Moshe Rabbeinu was doing. It's so important when it comes to all of our relationships, whether with our spouse, our children, our coworkers, etc., that we stop and we think about what it is that they're experiencing. Whether it be a difficult circumstance or whether it be a positive circumstance, it is so important to stop and to zero in on what they are experiencing. What are they going through? Ask ourselves, how would we feel if we were in that particular circumstance? What would be the emotions going on at that time? And in turn, that is going to drive us to really feel for that individual. And ultimately, that will help us grow in all of our relationships. I want to wish everybody a beautiful Shabbos, and thank you so much for listening.